Okay, today we're going to be solving multi-step. Solving multi-step equations.
Are we still working on this one?
I've got a new handout for you today. The problems that you're going to solve today after the first step will look just like the ones that you've been solving all week. Okay? So let's start off with 8 minus m minus another m equals negative 2. Now, when you see multiple variables, in this case, you've got 1 negative m, 2 negative m's on the same side of the equal sign. When you see that, the first step in solving that problem will be to combine like terms. In this case, you're going to be combining a negative 1m and another negative 1m. So in your calculator, it would be 1 negative minus 1. And what you would get there would be 8 minus 2m equals negative 2. So you combined a negative m and a negative m. There's a 1 in front of those m's, but it's not written. It's implied. So negative m minus m is negative 2m. The next step will be to isolate the variable, which is this negative 2m right here. And in order to isolate that negative 2m, you would subtract 8 from each side. The negative 8's cancel on the left-hand side. The negative 2m comes down, and it's going to be equal to, in this case, negative 2 minus 8 would be negative 10. Then you're going to isolate the m, just the m. And in this case, you would do that by division. So you would divide both sides by negative 2. The negative 2's will cancel each other out. And m is going to be equal to 5. Positive 5. That's all. It's the same. You've done this week. You've done this week and last week. It's just in a multi-step equation. In today's multi-step equations, you're going to have to combine like terms in the first step. Anytime you see multiple variables on one side of the equal sign, or multiple numbers, you combine like terms first. So another example would be 36 plus 4 minus 4d is equal to 80. In this case, you have multiple numbers. You've got a 36 and a positive 4 on the same side as of the equal sign. So you need to combine them first. So you take 36 and you add 4 to it. So you end up with 40 minus 4d is equal to 80. Exactly. Then you do what you've been doing. In this case, you would subtract 40 next. The 40's would cancel out on the left. Please remember the negative sign. So negative 4d is going to equal 40. And then you would divide both sides by negative 4. The negative 4's would cancel. And d would be equal to negative 10. And it doesn't matter whether the variables and constants are are all on the left side or all on the right side. So let's do one with some like terms on the right hand side. 15 is equal to 5 plus 3b minus 10 minus 12. Now on the right hand side, you've got the 5 and the negative 12 that would have to get combined first. These two got to get combined first. So in this case, 15 would be equal to 3b. And then in your calculator, it's 5 minus 12, which would be negative 7. So you're going to isolate the 3b, and you would do that by adding 7 to each side. So 22 would be equal to 3b. And you could divide both sides by 3. The 3's cancel on the right. And if this 22 over 3 doesn't go evenly or doesn't simplify to a whole number, just leave it as 22 over 3. And you're finished. Does anybody have any questions or need to see another example? Everything that you're doing today is the same as what you've been doing last week and this week, except the first step. The first step, you have to combine like terms today.